Hi everyone, welcome back to Smarta.
With Marta.
Today in math, we're going to look at a new addition strategy using a number line. But before we do that, we have some shoutouts.
Right. My first shout out is for Blake. I got an email from his mom telling me how helpful he's being at home. He's helping take care of the baby, he's helping with the cooking, and right now it's really important to be kind to your family. So good job, Blake.
Way to go, Blake. My shout out today goes to Penelope. Penelope, in her last email to me, sent me a lot of pictures. One picture was of her basic facts testing sheet she did for the week. She did a great job on that. She also sent me pictures of her social studies project on the Canada portion of the project. Way to go, Penelope. And finally, she sent me 2 pictures of books she's reading. Penelope, keep up the great work. Well done.
We really like to see those photos of your work, and it's nice if you see your little smiling face in there too.
Definitely.
All right, we're off to some jokes. So my first joke is from Maddie. What is the tallest building in the world?
Burj Khalifa.
No,
Oh.
hint, it's my favorite.
Oh.
The library. It has the most stories.
Stories,
Good one, Maddie.
plan words. Nicely done, Maddie. My joke comes today from Odetta. How do you know a zombie is upset?
I don't know.
It falls to pieces.
So I guess zombies are always upset.
Always. Yes, definitely. Easel.
Yeah, all we're gonna do now is ask you to meet us at the easel. So see you over there. Okay.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today we're doing introducing a new addition strategy called number line. And if you're wondering why are we introducing so many strategies, we've done partitioning, then expanded form, now number line. At the end of grade 2, we'll show you algorithm. Why are we showing you all these strategies? Reason being is a couple of things. Number one, as an individual, you might like to use different strategies for different types of questions. So it's important to know those strategies. The other one is, if I only taught one strategy, or Mrs. Martin and I taught 2 strategies, maybe you don't like those strategies. If we teach you 4 strategies, you have a bigger choice of which ones you like, and then you can choose, once you understand them all, what strategy is best for the given situation. In addition to that, by learning a whole bunch of strategies, you get a whole better understanding of how numbers work. When you get a better understanding of how numbers work, you develop better mental math. Now, mental math, you guys are already doing in your basic facts. A lot of your basic facts, you're firing off right away. If I say 3 plus 4, you say 7. If I say 8 plus 2, you say 10. And you're not counting on your fingers, hopefully, or looking on a number line ruler, hopefully. You just know that right away. And that's mental math. You have strategies in your brain that allow you to do it quickly. When you get better with expanded form or number line and partitioning, your mental math will get better, not only with basic facts, but with greater numbers like these. So for example, when Mrs. Marta and I look at this number, when you come to us in class and say, Mr. Marta, what's this plus this? Or Mrs. Marta, what's this plus this? And we think for a bit in our head and we type the answer, you don't see us pull out our phone, you don't see us getting paper and writing it down, because we've had so much practice with numbers that our mental math strategies, we can do it in our head. So for example, I can tell you right now, I hope maybe some of you can as well, 21 plus 58 is 79. And I can tell you that 39 plus 43 is 82. And I'll show you that for the next pages as well. The way my brain does this is likely different than how Mrs. Marta's brain does this. My brain does expanded form in my head. So here's how it works. So we're going to go through these questions with expanded form and number line. 21 plus 58. Let's start with expanded form. We know we're in the tens column. There's 1, 0, and a 10. How many 10s do we have? 5 and 2. 5 and 2 is 7. So we have 7 10s or 70. In the ones column, 8 plus 1 is 9. We add those 2 together. What do you get, boys and girls? You get 79. Now, I did say 79 here earlier. I should have wrote it down. Do it next time. What my brain did when I saw this, before seeing any of this, was my brain said, okay, I got 21 plus 58. 21 plus 50, 20 plus 50 is 70. And I held 70 in my head. I have 70. 1 plus 8 is 9. 79. So mentally I can do that. With more practice with expanded form, you'll be able to do this in your head as well. Like I said, some of you might already be able to do it. Now, number line, how does that work? Very different than expanded form. Number line, you draw a line and you put one of the numbers at the beginning of the line. It doesn't matter if it's the first one or the second one. Mrs. Marta, for example, always puts the greater number there. I tend to just put the first number there because it's in the order I see it. Both work.
You can do it both ways.
Most definitely. So 21 we have. Now we want to add 58. I look in the tens column first. 5 tens. I have 50. So I want to add 50 to 21. If you can do that, 21 plus 50, and you know the answer is 71, you can just jump ahead and do that. But an easier way to do it, I find, and Mrs. Marta finds, is count by tens. You're in the tens column. You have 5 tens. Okay, 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of these jumps has been 10. So you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now let's count along. We're counting up by tens. 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71. And you can even write those down if you wanted to.
But you don't have to.
You don't have to. 31, 41, 51, 61, 71. You can just count them as you go. By tens. By tens, boys and girls. 21 adding 10. Ready, go. 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71. We've added now the 50. 5 tens. Now we have to add 8. If you can add 71 plus 8 and get 79, do it. But if you need to break it down further, count by ones if you have to even. There's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You look at the number line. 1 in each of these. Oh yeah, let's count. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. 71 plus 8 is 79. Okay? Now I'm dropping pencils and felts. I'm going to grab some of these here.
Usually when you're at school, we have kids to pick those up for us.
That's right. So let's go on to question 2. I've done it in a different color so you can see they're separated, so I'm not drawing the lines that Mrs. Marta and I do differently. So we have 39 plus 43. Using mental math, because I've had lots of practice with expanded form, I can see the answer is going to be 82. 82. What my brain did there was it took the 30 and the 40 to make 70, held that in my head, 9 plus the 3 was 12, 82. So let's check in expanded form, see if we're correct. We're in the tens column. There's 1, 0, and a 10. We add the tens up. 3 plus 4 is 70. There's our 70 from 3 plus 4 in the tens column. 9 plus 3 is 12. Add them up. 2 and 8. Oh, 82. We're on the right track. Let's go on to number line. Again, you could write the 39 like I did, or you could write the 43 like Mrs. Marta would, as long as you're knowing you're adding the other number. Okay? So 39, I've got to add 43. If you can do 39 plus 40 and get 79, do it. But if you want to break it down, much simpler, 4 tens, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40. Each of these jumps is 10. 39 plus 10, 49, plus 10, 59, plus 10, 69, plus 10, you're at 79. You've done the 40. 39 plus 40, 79. You have 3 left over. If you can go 79 plus 3, you can do that math. It's 82, do it. If you want to count up by ones, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 79, 80, 81, 82. So you can see how number line works. It's basically counting up from your starting point number.
Yeah, and the more you can do in your head, the better. But when we're starting, it's okay to be counting them all out.
Exactly. Okay. All right, boys and girls, I've changed the paper. We've done question A together, question B together. Now we're on question C. Question C is the most difficult type of question that you have to do kind of at the end of grade 2. The challenge question is for grade 3 and beyond. We'll talk about that later. So let's start off with our expanded form number line, mental math strategies for 67 plus 69. I can tell you right now that the answer here is 120, 136. I'll write it down there. If you, when you do your on your own questions, which I'll show you next, when you do your on your own questions, if you want to try doing it mentally using strategies you know, do it. Write it down and then do expanded form and number line to check if you got the right answer. Okay? So, expanded form first. How my brain did this without writing it down. I'm in the tens column. 6 plus 6 is 12. Now, mentally, my brain doesn't say 0 and then 6 is 12. My brain does 60 plus 60 is 120, whichever way works for you. We're in the ones column. 9 plus 7 is 16. Add those lines up. 0 plus 6 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. And 1 plus nothing there else is 1. So we have 136. We check out. We know we have the right answer. Now, how would you do it on number line? Now, after doing questions A and B, you might say, I don't like number line. It's too hard to write down. I don't get it yet. Part of that's more practice needed. So
when something's new, it's always hard.
yeah, so do the number line as well. Work with me right now and try the number line on your own questions as well. After you master number line, if you don't like it, don't use it anymore. But for now, show me you're getting this. Okay. So 67 plus 69 on the number line. We start with 67. We have to add 60. I'm going to count by tens. I got 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put 10 each of those to remind myself. I can double check if it's 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It is. Now let's count by tens. We're starting at 67, going up by tens. 67, 77, 87, 97, 107, 117, 127 is where we're at. If you've had lots of practice with numbers already and you're able to go 67 plus 60 is 127 and you jump it in one foul swoop, you can. But if you find it easier to count by tens, do that.
I would be very impressed if you can do that because it's really tricky once you pass over 100.
Very much so. So you're at 127. You've got the 67. You've added the 60. You still got the 9 left over. So we're on the 9 now. Okay, I'm going to cross that one out. We're on the 9. 127 plus 9. There's a couple ways you can do this. If you are able to go 127 plus 9 and you get the right answer at 136, go ahead and do it. Maybe you want to jump ahead to the nearest next 10. So maybe 127 plus 3 more would give you 130. Plus 6 more, 136. That works. But if you want to come by ones, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each of these are 1. And simply count up 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136. Whichever you use to jump, as long as you're getting that 136 and you're jumping correctly, it works. Okay, so that's number line for letter C. Now, let's go on to the challenge question. I'm doing a challenge question here so you can see that on your own how you would attack the challenge questions. Do you have to do the challenge question? The answer is no. Okay, this is grade 3 work, and even there's a super duper challenge question I have coming on the board next that's beyond grade 3 work. You can watch these if you want to and try to follow along. You can just do the challenge question with only expanded form, or with just number line, or with both. You attack the challenge questions and deal with the challenge questions however you want to. I'm going to go through it now in case you want some guidance for it. So let's go. We have challenge question, grade 3 and beyond. 258 plus 367. I'll do it mentally right now. I'm going to, in my brain, do the expanded form. My brain doesn't do number line in by itself. I do expanded form. So I have 500, 610, 625 is going to be our answer. What my brain did there was expanded form. Let's do it. We're in the hundreds column. 300 plus 200 is 500, or put your 2 zeros, and 3 plus 2 is 5. You have 500. The tens column is next. You can do 60 plus 50 is 110. Write it down if you do that. Or you can do the zero trick. There's 1 0 and a 10. How many 10s do I have? 6 plus 5 is 11. 8 plus 7, final column, 15. Just make sure you know that 15 is a 10 and a 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 2. 5 plus 1 is 6. 625. So my brain, when I was doing this along here, I went 200 plus 300 is 500. I held that in my brain. Then I went to the next one. I held 500. 50 plus 60 is 110. In my brain, I took 500 and 600. 110 is 610. I held 610 in my head. And I went 8 plus 7 is 15. 610 plus 15 more is 625. And that comes with more practice. I like expanded form. Maybe you like number line. If you're going to challenge yourself in number line, more power to you. Here we go. It's a lot of writing for number line for a number this great. So I wrote it down below so my line is longer. I started with 258. You can start with 367 if you want to, but make sure you're adding the other number. I have to add 300 more. I'm going to jump by hundreds. 100, 200, 300. 100, another 100, another 100. That's my 300 jump. 258, 358, 458, 558. And if it helps you, like we talked about earlier, you can write down each step. 358, and another 100. 458, another 100. 558. So we've done the 3. Now we're on 6. That's 60. Okay? Let's go by 10s. 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I like writing those 10s in there to double check I didn't miss any bumps, because if you do, you're going to get the incorrect answer. We're looking for 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, let's count it up. 558. We're going by 10s. So the 500 is not going to change right now. 568. Right here is 578. 588. 598. Kind of a hard one now. 608. And 10 more. 618. So you can see number line gets a little bit confusing if you're going for challenge questions. That's why I said you can do it only in expanded form if you want to. But if you want to try it, go ahead. So we've now finished that. We're on the ones. We have 7 ones to add to 618. Let's go by individual ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put a 1 for each. Count them up. 618, 619, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 625. Now, boys and girls, honestly, if I was approached with this question, would I do number line? No, it's too much writing for me. I would do expanded form. And if I can, I do it in my head using expanded form. Expanded form is my favorite. But the reason we show this to you is maybe you don't like expanded form, and maybe you love number line. Maybe number line makes a lot of sense to you. If that's the case, use number line. Not one's better than the other. You'll just find one's better for you individually.
Different brains work different ways.
Most definitely. Yeah, I'm going to put up the on your own questions. If you still want to practice on these, go back and try them again. But here comes the on your own questions. All right, boys and girls, as you can see, I've changed the paper. We are on your own questions. Now, we'd like you, for the on your own questions, to do both expanded form and number line for each question. It's the whole point of this lesson is to practice number line. When I turn the page and I show you the challenge questions, you use expanded form or number line or both for those, whatever you want.
Or don't do them if
or
you
don't
don't
do
want
them
to.
at all if you don't want to. For the challenge questions. These 3 questions we want you all to attempt. Okay? So I would myself mentally try to put the number down and then check it, see how I did. You don't have to do either. Your choice. Expanded form, number line. Expanded form, number line, expanded form, number line. You can see I've written them in different colors so you can see they're different. You can do one on each page so you have more room. Okay? Challenge questions. Like I said, these you do not have to do. These are what you have to do for on your own. Okay? This one are the challenge questions. Now, like I said earlier, for the challenge questions, these are grade 3 and beyond type questions. You decide, even if you want to try them. When you're watching the answers video, if you hadn't tried them, you can still watch along. If you did try them, you might choose to do just the expanded form, or you might choose just to do just the number line, or you might choose to do both. You decide what you do. First question, 473 plus 249. There's your expanded form. There's your number line set up for you if you wish to try it. The super duper challenge question, I have a Make 10 on here. We'll talk about that at a little different date. Well, in fact, I'll cross it off right now. There's another way you can do it as well.
Yeah, we want to stretch your brain, but not that part
Yeah,
today.
I don't want to show you too many strategies right now. So, expanded form and number line. This is a pretty big question. Expanded form, number line, you choose what you want to tackle, what you want to try, and we're going to go over the answers video in the next video. Good luck, boys and girls. If you made it this far, fantastic. Rexy's got a joke for you coming up next.
All right, guys, Rexy's here with his friends to tell you a joke that Blake is bringing to you today. The joke today is, what do you get when a dinosaur scores a touchdown? A dino score. Good one, Blake. Rexy and friends like your joke.